Welcome to Travel Insights, Bali number 29. I don't start here. So, I've been studying my ego mechanism, and there's lots to see, and I had an insight recently, and I'd like to share it with you. And the insight is that I don't start here. So let me explain. So there's this thing where I've been noticing that I will take an action, or I might say a kind word to someone, and the ego wants to claim or own the result of my initiative of taking action. And so then what it does is it says, okay, well, I said something really nice, or I contributed to someone's positive thinking, and then the ego is waiting to see what the result of that, or the effect of what I said. And of course, what the ego is trying to do is it's trying to own it. So it's like, if I say a kind word, then that person is going to be in a better mood because I said a kind word, and then they will have another effect on somebody else, and then I see, oh, I started something really nice, and the result of that really nice thing is that I did it. And this is like a natural thing that we do, and that's the ego. The ego claims the doership and the result of these actions. And I've been really seriously thinking about it, like it has a ripple effect. So somehow, because I think I'm here and I start something, I own the results. So it's like if I invest my life energy into something, then I own the result of that. Like if it's a project or something, or if it's my child, I feel it's my responsibility to that now, whatever happens to that child, either I'm a failure as a mother or I'm a success as a mother. And so my determination of who I am will be on the results of how another took my information and did something with it. And it's a really, in a sense, it's been a very sad state of affairs, because I'm constantly caught up with the results of my initiatives. And this is good to understand. So I had an insight, like my I doesn't actually start here, and I'm not really starting the ripple effect. In actual fact, it's like the butterfly effect. The butterfly, it's sort of like the butterfly flaps the wing here, and then it builds momentum over time. It has an effect on so and so. It influences so and so, and then halfway around the world there's a tornado. And so, is the butterfly actually responsible for the tornado? In the same way, am I actually responsible for someone else's feelings? Am I responsible for someone else not succeeding in something? So I'm having to let go of the idea that my I is here, and that I'm the beginner of something, that I help people, because that's a big thing. I mean, everybody likes to help somebody and to see how they are a contribution to society. But it's actually not freeing to think that it started here. So it didn't start here. So in actual fact, it's what's called a natural consequence, or the cause and effect of things. So there's this realm, or in science, there's this realm of relativity, and it's actually the result of the sense of separation. So if I think I'm separate, then there's a cause, and then there's an effect. And if I think I'm separate, then the ego comes and kicks in and says, I did it. But I'm not happy with all the results of my actions, because maybe some are really nice and positive, but I certainly don't like the ones that are negative, or that someone blames me because I did something. And there's all these other effects. So it's waking me up and realizing I want to let this go. So the question is, who is doing it? And like, if I have a really good intention, well, and then there's an action that takes place, I have to understand that the action is part of relativity. It's part of the cause and effect, but that's not who I am. The body may do something, but who is operating the body to do something? So who I am is bigger than the body, and who sets out to, with an intention, to raise consciousness in the world, and who wants to feel that I contributed to the world and the light of consciousness. Who's afraid of failing in this action? Who wants to feel elated with the sense of purpose? So these actually are just the false ego taking ownership where it doesn't really belong. So these are causes and effects of the I sense, the false ego sense, and it's part of the law of relativity, the sense that all things are separate. But in the state of union, there is no cause and effect. Imagine that. You're in a state of union, and there is no other. So I can't be responsible for something that I said, because I'm not the I that I think I am. Things happen without me taking action. Things are in constant motion all the time. So I'm not responsible. The separate I is actually not responsible, and the big I is just the container for all of it to happen. But there is no real doership. It's just the nature or the natural cause and effect of things. So my I does not start here. My I is the big container that holds all of the cause and effect, all the relative things that are happening, all the others, all the feelings. My I is the container for it all. It's not the doer that is the beginning of an action that has a ripple effect like the butterfly, and then a tornado happening later. That I is not responsible for it. It's just happening all inside of me. So my I does not start here. Thank God.